Good morning, your home of the country, AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us this morning on March 14th for this edition of Moving Forward. And we're excited to have in the studio with us from the Iowa State Extension Office here in Muscatine, Felicia Maribel Williams, Araceli Martinez, and Kaylee Limes. How are you ladies today?
Yeah, doing well.
Excellent. Well, we're really excited to have you in here to tell us just about all the things that Iowa State University, the Extension Office here in Muscatine, is doing. So let's just start off by getting to know each one of you a little bit better. So Felicia, if you'd go ahead and start, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself? Here, I'm going to pull your microphone way over there so you can get right into it.
Yes, good morning. I am a supervisor for our Bite Live Healthy program in southeastern Iowa. And I've been on the position a little over a year now. And we are excited because we're able to go out and help families learn more about nutrition education. And we work with families who have children 18 and younger.
Okay, very cool. Kaylee, a little bit about yourself? Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. My name is Kaylee Limes, and I am the Bite Live Healthy Program Assistant for Muscatine and Louisa County. And I started back in September with the program and just started teaching early this winter. And I really enjoyed it so far, and we're helping a lot of families, which is really cool.
Excellent, Araceli. Go right ahead. Pull that right over there. We've got all three of them in the one studio, so they're sharing one microphone, so you'll hear that moving around a little bit.
Hi, I'm Araceli, and I actually grew up in Muscatine. I now work for Iowa State Extension as the Juntos Program Coordinator, so I work with Latino middle school and high school students and their families. It's an academic success program, and we're actually funded through the Children, Youth, Families at Risk under the USDA. But I get to do other cool stuff under that Human Sciences Department, like Latinos Living Well, which is why I'm here today to talk about.
Gotcha. Well, why don't you leave that right there, and we'll just ask you, Araceli, right now, what got you involved in this work that you're doing for the Iowa State University Extension?
Well, like I said, I grew up in Muscatine. My parents are immigrant parents from Mexico. I kind of was the first in my family to graduate high school. I really didn't know what kind of plan I wanted to do after that, but I went on to college and I got a degree in secondary education, and my passion has always been working with youth, and I feel like this program connects both my personal background and my passion in helping youth and their families, and that's what I get to do. It's really great.
Excellent. That's really cool. So, and we'll just work our way right back. So, Kaylee, how'd you get involved in the ISU Extension Office that you're doing now?
So I'm originally from Ohio. We just moved here this fall, and I graduated from Bowling Green State University, which is in Ohio, with a nutrition degree.
Okay.
And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with that after graduation. But when I was in my undergrad, I worked with a food pantry. Well, I started a food pantry and really got that going, and it really sparked a passion in me that I didn't know I had to educate families on some pretty basic nutrition information and kind of help them manage their grocery budget, all while feeding their kids healthy foods, and just kind of looking at the long-term nutrition goals versus the little specific stuff. And I really saw a lot of growth with the families I worked with in Ohio. And then when I saw this opportunity over the summer and I knew I was moving here, I thought it was pretty perfect.
Excellent. Felicia, we'd love to hear the same from you. Where's your passion? What's got you involved in all this?
My passion is just helping people, families, and my background is in education. So when I was in college, I learned about extension and all that extension encompasses and does. And I really enjoy having an impact on people, giving them the resources so that they can go out and make practical changes in their lives. And with Bite Live Healthy, that is just the epitome of what we do and we're able to do. We give them practical information that they're able to go out and utilize to make changes.
Okay, very cool. That's very nice. That's a cool thing to see you guys doing here in the community. So, well, let's jump right into Bite Live Healthy, and Felicia and Kaylee are both on board with that. So, can we just talk a little bit about it? Tell us what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so Bite Live Healthy is a federally funded program, and we work mainly with moms, but we can work with both moms and dads who have children under the age of 18, and they have to meet a couple income requirements. But we teach them a series of 9 classes that have all kinds of information in them, and we cover everything that's on my plate, which is the new food pyramid. So we talk about proteins, we talk about whole grains, fruits and vegetables, dairy, all that kind of good stuff. And we learn how to read nutrition labels and maybe what foods fit in their family, depending on their budget and depending on their specific needs. And then we also talk a lot about physical activity and the importance of being regularly active. And then we have a cardio pyramid in every one of our lessons where we get active together, and I show them how easy it is to be active at home without necessarily having a gym membership or something like that. And that's a relatively new thing in our lessons, but it's actually a lot of fun, and a lot of the parents that I work with really enjoy it. And I even had a couple kiddos in my lessons yesterday. They were with their mom, and the one girl, she might have been like 7 years old, and she just jumped right into the cardio pyramid and had so much fun, and she's laughing and giggling, and it was really cool. So
Now, a cardio pyramid, you said.
Yes.
So can you break that down for us just a little
yeah.
bit?
So it's basically we have like 5 different moves, and we go up. If you think about a pyramid, we start from the bottom and go all the way up with one different move, and then at the top we just go through those exact same moves back down, which is why it's called a pyramid. And we do simple things. I count to a beat. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we do that 3 times through. And each set is different. So we might do like a step touch where we step side to side while I count, or do high knees, or do hamstring curls, something like that. But each move is different, and the actual chart looks like a pyramid, which is why we call it the cardio
Gotcha.
pyramid.
So it's just an easy way to get active without
Yes.
having to get
Mhm.
out and go for a run or go to the gym or something
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Very cool. Now you're working with younger moms as well, so you're probably seeing a lot of you may be seeing some teen moms, you may be seeing some just younger moms in general, or single moms. So you're really
Yeah.
helping them get a foothold in what healthy living looks like,
Yeah.
and taking care of their kids, keeping them well fed, and how to live on. It mentioned on a budget too.
Yeah, that's a huge piece in our program. Actually, really, before we dive into specific nutrition stuff, we have a whole lesson called Plan, Shop, Save, where we really break down how to make a grocery list based on what we already have in our pantry or in our fridge or freezer. And then also thinking about, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store thinking I'm going to make these meals this week instead of just buying what looks good. And then that helps them stick to their budget, as well as it's less chaotic when you're trying to figure out what you're going to make for supper that night. So we really try to help drive home you can really pretty easily save money on food in general, whether it's at the grocery store or even going out to eat, if you plan for it. And if you look at your budget and you say, okay, I can spend this much money on food per month, and then it takes some effort, but sit down and make a plan. And I have moms who come back the next lesson and they're like, I saved $50 at the grocery store. And that to me is just huge, because you just see like relief in their eyes, and it's awesome.
Giving every dollar a name is a big deal when you're trying to live on a budget.
Yeah.
Because knowing where your money's going to go, when it's going to go there, is very
Absolutely.
crucial. I don't know if I should advocate it or not, but I'm big into Dave Ramsey, a gentleman that does a lot of the Financial Peace University stuff like that,
Yeah.
and that's kind of his mantra. So that's very cool. So tell us a little bit more about Buy, Eat, Live Healthy. Tell us what all the Iowa State Extension Office is doing here in Muscatine to work alongside of all these young moms and just families that are looking to live on a budget and eat healthy. Go right ahead, Felicia. Let's pull
Well,
it
I'll
up.
just say a
Yeah,
little
go
bit.
for it.
Well, we've been going out, and we're always looking for agencies to partner with, so that we can work with groups, because we work with individuals, but we also want to work with groups so that we can reach more people to help, so that we can come together. So like with WIC and the Y, and all sorts of organizations. So if anyone who's ever out there listening, and if our program sounds interesting to you, which it is, and helpful, then we are looking to work with you. So please contact us so that we can get together and set up groups to have nutrition education classes.
And the nice thing is that it's federally funded, so it's free to all the participants, and any agencies that we partner with, or just kind of let me get in the foot in the door. I don't really need any financial support from them. I just need our program out there, and then we can work together to fit whoever.
So you partner with people like the YMCA
Yeah,
to do.
yeah,
So like they might put on one of yours, or they might host it.
Yeah, they might host it. I haven't partnered, so I'm relatively new. I haven't hosted anything at the Y yet, but some things I'm working closely with now are WIC. I actually spend quite a bit of time there once a week and recruit a lot of my moms from WIC, and I'm even working with WIC right now to hold a class at their office, especially because a lot of moms are comfortable at WIC already. They know where the office is at, and then some of them know each other. So if I can get a group class going there, it might even promote a better learning environment because you can kind of
They're more comfortable.
bounce off
They're
each
more
other.
comfortable
Yep.
with each other. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's really cool. So it seems like a great program that is being put on right here in Muscatine, and we love it when folks from the different organizations here in Muscatine come in and tell us about the awesome things that they're doing. So this is a really cool one.
And we also offer free incentives. So with every lesson, the participant receives something. So they may receive measuring cups, a refrigerator thermometer. With every lesson, like I said, they get something. And at the end, they get a certificate and our cookbook. And they also get a calendar.
Ooh.
But there are many items that they can use that will help them in making those positive changes.
That's really cool, and that's just kind of a thing where it's like, here we've given you these tools, and now here's something else that you can use, and you already know how to use them. This is so it's you're putting the tools in front of them, and then also providing the physical tools as well. So,
Exactly.
So that's really cool. Well, is there anything else you'd really like to touch on Buy, Eat, Live Healthy? Anything else you really want the community to know about? Like maybe are there any events coming up related to it that you might want to give us a date on?
I'm not sure about specific dates yet, but I'm working on setting up a couple classes in the summer, and I'm going to advertise for those at the Extension office, at WIC, at the YMCA, and a couple other places, I'm sure.
Excellent.
But
And
just
when
look
and
for
when
our
the events are
flyers.
coming up, you can always come back on here and let
Yes,
us know.
absolutely.
So, Okay, and now, if you're all right, we'll move on. We'll let Araceli tell us a little bit about Latinos Living Well. I said that right this time?
Yes.
Excellent. I couldn't get it right earlier, but that's really cool. So tell us a little bit about Latinos Living Well.
So Latinos Living Well is a fairly new program out of Iowa State University. It is where Latino families learn to improve their health and stay fit during a 4-week series. It's a really geared toward diabetes prevention, which we know that diabetes runs very high in the Latino population. We actually received a grant from the Muscatine Health Support Foundation to get this started. It's our first time doing it. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, it's 4 weeks, very similar to Buy, Eat, Live Healthy. Families learn how to look at their carbs and fiber, things like that, and learn how that affects their bodies, a little bit about exercising as well, and how to shop on a budget as well. It'll be done in Spanish for our Latino families, and I don't know, I think it's a really great program. Like I said, the diabetes rate runs very high in Latino population, and this is something that we hope will decrease in our county here through this program.
Well, that's really cool. So you're both programs are very similar in nature, but yours is just geared a little bit more towards the Latino community, and like you mentioned, it's offered in Spanish. So that's really cool. And I because I imagine there's certain times where maybe Buy, Eat, Live Healthy may not work for a Latino family if they're unable to come in and maybe understand the content. So that's really cool, and that's exciting to hear about. So. Any events coming up with that, or is it a?
So it's a session, yes.
Session,
So
okay.
our next 4-week sessions actually start March 22nd, and we'll go for 4 weeks until April 12th. And hopefully, once we get this going and it does well, we get good numbers. We do have, like I said, support from the Muscatine Health Support Foundation to do a fall session in West Liberty. So
Okay.
continuing that in our county.
Okay, well, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing. So, is there anything else you ladies would like to touch on while we've got a little bit of time here on the moving forward this morning?
I mean, there's all kinds of things going on at the Extension office. These are just 2 of our programs, but if there's any others that anyone's ever wants to hear about, we are more than happy.
And they can give you a call. Is there a number for the Extension office just for
Yes,
information?
absolutely. 563-263-5701 is our office number.
And people can also go and check out their Facebook page and their website. I was just on there a few minutes ago just checking out some of the stuff that they were going to be sharing with us this morning. So very easy to find, very easy to get into, and easy content to understand. So that's very exciting. Thank you, ladies, for joining us once again. This has been Moving Forward on AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. With me this morning was Kaylee Limes, Araceli Martinez, and Felicia Marable Williams. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it's been a lot of fun. Now stay tuned, because up next we've got a special from Tim Scott, one of the gentlemen here at the AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC studios. He's going to be giving us a live tour of the Merrill Hotel downtown Muscatine that just had their grand opening on Monday, and we were there and we spoke with the gentleman, and you're going to hear about that right now here on AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. This has been Moving Forward. Thanks for joining us.